Welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing Spain, informing the Spanish Empire. Let's get right into it. So right now I'm currently doing my setup, which is one steel, one molder, and two electronics. I take Andorra and then I take Gibraltar for the extra money, and with the money from those two states, I will be building some fertilizer factories in a civilian, maybe an aircraft. And with the leftover money, I'll be making some tanks to take over North Africa and Portugal with. After this, we will hit the time lapse of me forming. Since America collapsed, we will now be invading it and taking it for extra population. Extra population means extra cash, so it's always good to grow your pop. Declared war on the Franco-British for I don't remember why I did it, but I did it. His troops are pretty weak. I'm guessing it's a tech difference. I believe at this point I had anti-infantry, the tech that you can put on tanks, which in my opinion is kind of overpowered. I don't think tanks need anti-infantry. They literally are anti-infantry, but hey, let Haparant do what he wants. I'm building up forts and stuff like that. Out of nowhere, the Brazilians have joined the war or declared their own war and invaded me. Let's see how this goes for them. So he brought an entire army, much bigger than mine, I'm thinking. But using my better attackers, I just completely wipe out his navy and his army he sent to invade me. So now I've completely reset his invasion plans. But I'm also not making a lot of money, so that is a big problem. I really need an IMF. And there we go. There's our IMF. This will keep us on the warpath for hopefully a few years. But knowing me, I spend a lot of money. Probably not, but France has fallen. That's France down. It's just Brazil. But I will have to worry about the other European powers smelling blood in the water and attacking me. But I don't think that's much of a problem. So he's taking my North American land, which is pretty undefended, which wasn't very smart of me. But you get what you get. Honestly, he might just push me out. Yes, he pushed me out. All right, by now I've pushed him out of most of the North American continent. I just have to kick him out of the islands. And, I was kicked, so I had to rejoin, but Brazil didn't end the war, thank God. And we were pushed out, and he's making anti-air. This war is going to be very annoying and costly. Psych, he failed to hold a northern push, and I have landed in his two biggest cities down south, and this war's won. He can't really come back from this. Tank spam, am I right? It's pretty amazing. Next up, the Canadians decide to invade me right after the Brazilian War, bombing a bunch of my North American territory and giving me very high war exhaustion. Very scary. I thought I was dead here, but my tanks were just way superior than his infantry, and he couldn't keep bombing me like constantly, so I had time to rebuild and make anti-air and just rebuff his attempts. And with that, the push from Ottawa, he is captured. Completely failed attempt on Canada. I don't know why he did that. The Gulf Union is getting a little bit big. He's getting very scary. We have to get rid of that. I've joined the Swedish in their war against the Gulf because he's the greater enemy. I did fight the Swedish before this, but we're like Britain and France against the German threats. We must combine our strengths to defeat the bigger foe. And with my constant bombings, he really could not do anything. He's mostly defending now. The Swedish are pushing hard. My bombs are hitting him hard. And I've landed in India. He rebuffed that pretty easily, but I have a second invasion coming, which succeeds. And he is kicked from India for the most part. I tried to send him a peace deal because the war is over and I thought he would accept it. But he refused just and pushed me out of India. But I had already had another invasion waiting to push back, and with that, he could not hold India any longer, and he was destroyed pretty easily. I'm continuing my invasion of the world. Took South Africa. So obviously we can all tell what's about to happen. The Japanese and the Chinese are building up and they building up to be nigh invadable, but knowing me, your boy Gotti, the Gotti gamer, the great Gotti, I have other titles, I'll be able to break through it pretty easily. I choose trapped China because he has tons of nukes and he would destroy me right now. So I need to, and it would be way harder if he and Japan and Vietnam were all fighting together. So keeping him, the major superpower, out of the war was great in my mind. And I nuked Vietnam and Japan because it was just way easier than trying to invade them. Since China could not nuke me, he went for the next best thing and nuked Sweden to death. Sad thing to see. He was a great ally, helped defended Europe against the Gulf threat, which was Saudi Arabia. But sadly, it's just me. And after I threatened China with nuclear retaliation, he decided to just release all and leave. I don't understand why. He could have made more nukes than I could. Probably not, but at least as much as me. but in the end, he left. I California joined the war and decided to invade me. He was Canada, or he was another country, I believe, that I already beat, and he decided to hop on California just to fuck with me, and I nuked him just to fuck with him. He was being very annoying. Didn't want to deal with him, so I nuked him and moved on. And then I nuked Japan a few more times, and that's how it ended. With the fall of Japan and most of the server dead, I can now farm safely. And there you have it. The Spanish Empire is now formed, bigger and better than it ever was. Thank you for watching. This has been Great Gotti, and see you next time.